Okay, we're gonna do a full automatic run on carriage, an 18-inch carriage, from start to finish. I'm waiting for that air compressor to come up to pressure. I gotta replace that switch. The switch is not coming on until too low, and it errors out. So as soon as that thing shuts off, I'm gonna hit cycle start, and we're gonna run this at 50% rapids. Starting now. I was just doing the slot. Faster if I run 100% rapids and I make this tool change move less far away. Now we're going to spot drill. Kind of hoping we don't get a low pressure alarm some way midway through, because I want to know how long the cycle takes running at 50% rapids, because it's going to be a lot faster if I get rid of some of these extra moves and can run 100% rapids. Right now my tool changes are really super safe, but a little excessive. Like I could just come forward and a little bit over, and then actually I could do them all just to the trunnion flat. Now we're gonna drill for the quarter 20s. Scary fast, isn't it? And we're at 50% rapids. It's gonna be even scarier fast when we're on full. The new Haas is going to be way faster than this, because the tool changers side unit. So your tool changes, you don't have to put away and then take out. It does it in one single move. Yeah, I'm going to program that and move out there. It's too excessive. Now we're going to tap drill for the 5/16. So much more fun to watch this when it's running 50% versus I was running 25% rapids when I approved in the program. I have pretty big retracts on this part. I do that so if you ever stop program midway and it doesn't wipe out the tool or anything. Last hole. And I think we're going to tap some holes. I think I need a little different kind of tap for some of these blind holes from everything I've been reading. So we're going to tap quarter 20s right now. Sure beats hand tapping. And I'm tapping about half the speed of what everybody else says I should tap these at in this material. So there's speed savings to be had in this process, which is kind of nice because it's already faster than waiting on our suppliers. Now we're tapping 5/16 18. Now what I did is I did this top stuff so when we bore those holes we don't have any burr sticking down into the bore, because we bore after we drill and tap, and that prevents us from having a burr in our hole. We do have a little bit of an interrupted cut when we bore those in the holes, but I'm using carbide so it doesn't really care. When I first tapped these down in here, I was like, man, that tap holder is going to be really close to that casting, but it turns out a lot more space than I thought there would be. And now we're done drilling and tapping on the top side. Now we're going to come and grab a big old bull end mill, and we're going to mill the inside of the carriage slots. So when you press in the bushings, that they're not wonky. This is where if we had the probes, it'd be really nice, because then we could get the center line of the carriage even better than this jig does. And I did notice that the casting is not equal thickness. That's pretty fast, isn't it? Now we're going to change our tool and we're going to drill the end of this thing and go to do our bores. Grab a 7/16 bit. Now this is drilling. You can hear that interrupted cut in these, but again, it's carbide, it doesn't care. One of the things I was thinking is that it might be more efficient in the program if I didn't do a tool change here and bore this other side, if I just flip the table, but this indexer is not very fast, so it probably is about a wash. Because that's 50% of rapids on the indexer right there. It's not very fast. But hey, I can't complain. Now we're going to bore those, and I got the finish cut on that definitely improved. So this side has the 3 bores that are the same size. And again, the feed rates, I'm not pushing very fast here at all. What's our time so far? Huh? Oh, so we're only 8 minutes and 49 seconds here, and we're getting pretty close to finishing the part, which is nice. And there's a lot of time I can take out, so it looks like we could probably finish one of these in 10 or 12 minutes. Certainly with making those tool changes faster, we can trim it down. Beauty is everything fits perfect. It'll be the best carriages we've ever gotten. Go figure, huh? I can definitely plunge a little faster than I am. The most important thing in the whole carriage right here. These 3 bores on this side and the 3 on the other side. It's the thing of nightmares when the idiot's doing it with a manual setup and doesn't understand that he needs to work off the center line. So you stop and think about this. How much were these guys charging us to machine one of these? Lynn? 200. So for 200 RMB, these guys are doing what we can do in 12 minutes at 50% rapids. That's 120 bucks an hour if we're running 50% rapids. I think we can do better. And then, not to mention all the hassle of putting the damn things together when they're done wrong. Oh, and not to mention they put the position for the dog plate in wrong. Now we do have the second op, but it's going to be very short op because it's just 3 holes in the front, 1 hole in the back, and a slot. And now this is the last operation here, which is do the backside bores. So we're at 12 minutes right now, running 50% rapids at slow feed rates. So it's all upside from here. So we could run 50% rapids and get 4 of these an hour. If we take our rapids and I move that, I know I can trim this down so we're like 8 minutes. I can probably chop 30 or 40% off this. As you can hear, we're not pushing this end mill at all doing these bores, and I could push it a lot more. It's a thing of beauty. And what's nice is everything I'm doing here translates directly to doing the 16 carriage and the 24 carriage and the 36 carriage. And now this is the larger bore. I learned that you have to do it in a separate op, so we're removing more material here because we're plunging and doing a helical bore to move the rough. So we're just barely working it now. And there's our finish right here. And that's it. And there's our finished part.
Hey, thanks for watching today. If you like what you see, click the like button. Subscribe if you want to get more videos like this. And down below in the description, you'll find a link that goes to our website. It goes to also what we showed you today, more information about that. And leave comments. If there's things that you like, if there's things that you want us to do more on, if there's videos that you want us to shoot that we haven't shot, we're very open to that. We're really looking for ways to help you be successful in your endeavors with the tools and technologies that we create, as well as any other aspect of the hobby.